What's up, cocksuckers? You're live with your boy, Smokey D. Like I said on the gram, we kind of fucked up this week's episode. The monitoring, it wasn't very good. The levels, they were fucked. Skippy's mic wasn't even fucking on, I think. So, we're gonna come at you now. We're doing this Talk Shit Tuesday. I'm gonna try to fucking have this up the same time I would have the other one up. And, we're gonna fucking do the same shit. We're gonna smoke dope. I got my boy Brandon here with me. What's up, Brandon?
What up, what up? How is everyone?
And we're gonna fucking smoke dope and talk shit like I would if fucking Skippy the Jew were here and if Papa Rich were here. And that's just gonna be fucking that. We're gonna call this Smokey and Friends. So, what's up, Brandon? What you was fucking with today?
Yo, man, today I was out in the city. I was catching up with an old friend of mine from school at a coffee shop, and we had a dope-ass conversation about shit that we've done in the past 3 years, because I haven't seen that nigga in a long-ass time,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I feel that.
And just caught up with him, got back to Astoria, represent, and shipped out a couple of packages. You know, I've been selling some Grails pieces online.
Where you been selling? You been selling dope online? You've been shipping.
What's that stuff that you use on the weekends? That snowflake? Is that what it is?
Snow. A little bit of snow.
A little bit of snow. I got
a little bit of white powder.
600 plus worth.
So you've been selling clothes, right? What kind of clothes you sold so far? You just sold a yellow jacket, nah?
I've sold a couple of jackets so far. A hoodie and a couple of t-shirts. Right.
Now you're making your money, right?
I'm making that cash.
That's good. How much you sold this shirt for? Well, this jacket. This last thing you sold was the jacket, right?
The last jacket I sold last night was for $150, and I sold a hoodie yesterday for $300 and a t-shirt for $108.
So you're making a little scuttle for yourself. That's good.
A little bit of bucks on the side, you know, before I head over to MSG.
And when do you start that next month? What's the date?
Yeah, man, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Oh, what do they got that night?
What do they got that night? What you mean?
What are they doing for Valentine's Day? Who's playing? What kind of shows they got? That shit.
What they're doing is they're gonna be training me for.
Oh, so it's training night. So there's nothing going on that night. They're not got no events.
Possibly, I can't tell you. I'm not sure right now.
All right, come on. Let's stop fucking digging around for a second and smoke this fucking dope. What kind of bud is this?
I don't know, but they're them little nuggets.
They're little nuggets. It's from R.
It's from the man that shall not be named. What you know about that?
First fucking bong rip of the day is always a fucking good one. Take that. Take the fucking lighter. So we're fucking here. We're doing the same shit we always fucking do. And, you know, I think I'm going to use this platform to talk to you motherfuckers about totally different shit. Like, we get on a late night smoke session and I start talking about some shit. And most of the time, conversations go on to conversations, segues happen, different shit goes different places. And most of the time, I don't really end up getting to talk about the shit that I want to go into depth with. Excuse me. So this episode, we're going to go deep. We're going to start going down the rabbit hole a little bit. Smokey loves going down the rabbit hole, you know. Just give me a second.
Is that premonition? For that possible bunny.
Oh yeah, that too. Look, I hear my fucking father screaming at the dog. Yeah, so my mom's almost definitely allergic to the dog. Definitely.
What's the rate right now? The risk rate?
The doctor said 80% it's the dog. She went to work today. She said she was fine at work, no problems breathing, no coughing, her throat was all right. So she came home. She said her throat started hurting again within a half hour. She wasn't feeling great again. So I think we're going to have to give up the dog, which is going to suck.
That's tough, man. That dog's honestly like fucking adorable as fuck. The dog's
adorable. I love that fucking dog.
Yeah, he's mad
so
cool.
I'll probably end up getting a rabbit or some shit, something I could keep in my room that won't, make a fucking allergies go crazy like that. But fuck that. We ain't talking about my fucking problems. We're gonna talk about everybody's fucking problems. This is, fuck my problems. My problems don't mean shit. Everybody got fucking problems of their own. My problems ain't no fucking special deal. How about the problems that fucking affect us all, huh?
That's
how
right.
How about the things that fuck us all up? How about this fucko in office, right?
This cocksucker.
Don't get me wrong. Look, I support my president on 90% of the things, but he's a fucking idiot. Well, I mean, this whole fucking thing with the shutdown. Look, if there was 4, 5, 6 important issues, I would get it. But it's one fucking thing. It's the wall. It's one fucking thing. Just let it go. By and large, the American people don't fucking want it anyway. You're a civil servant. What the fuck are you doing? I agree with it to an extent. But if the majority of people don't want it, you're a civil servant. You do what that majority says. That's the fucking ideals that America was founded on. Huh? What do you say about that?
Yeah, no, I agree, man, for sure. I personally don't get too deep into politics, but I know that bullshit of the wall is going on and how the government has been inactive for a couple of days. It's,
A couple of days. It's been about a month now, almost.
Well, there you go, man. I don't see why he would have to let things get to an extent like this.
Look, all I have to say is if that fucking proves anything, it proves we don't fucking need government. We don't need big government. The states can handle shit. We don't need big fucking government overreach.
At that point, it becomes kind of like a dictatorship,
Yeah, and that's exactly what could happen if the president is given too much power, which is why we have checks and balances. This is why I don't believe in executive orders from the president, because the president passes executive orders, right? And that bypasses Congress. That lets him do whatever the fuck he wants. How Obama did it, Bush did it, Trump's doing it. They all fucking do it. Because it's their way of bypassing Congress. That's all it's about. It's about bypassing Congress to do what they want. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but the point is it takes away from the checks and balances. Look, if you fucking went with an executive order and said no more fucking Federal Reserve, we want control of our money, I'd support that as an idea, yeah, but you have to do it the right way.
Yeah, definitely.
But like I said, we're going to fucking worry about everybody's problems, and I'm going to teach you how the fucking world really works. Because most of you cocksuckers don't know how the world really works, or you don't want to know how the world really works. So
you gotta let the people know, bro. Put us on.
Since I mentioned the Federal Reserve just now, let's talk about the Federal Reserve. You know about the Federal Reserve, Brandon? What do you know about the Fed?
Not much, bro. Let me know.
You know anything at all about them? You know what they do, who they are, what their job is, anything?
Yeah, man, someone.
All right, so the Federal Reserve, most people know the Federal Reserve prints our money, but that's about it, right? Most people hear federal and they think it's a federal institution. The Federal Reserve is a private bank. It's a private bank, right?
Yeah.
Now, what they do is they print our money and then they lend it to us at an interest rate, right?
Okay.
We then have to pay that back in order to maintain having a currency. And what that does is it devalues our currency because it means they have to keep printing it in order for us to keep getting it and paying them. What it does is it drives inflation. And
yeah, I've seen movies that pretty much use this in a dramatic way, bro, and it's pretty badass.
So you know what the difference between you printing money and the Federal Reserve printing money is?
That mine ain't worth shit.
Yeah, but you know why?
Why's that?
Because they say so, that's it. When they do it, it's making money. When you do it, it's counterfeit. You see, the reason counterfeit is illegal, or they say the reason they give, is because the more of the money that's in circulation, the less it's worth. Inflation.
Yeah,
if I go and start printing counterfeit bills, it takes away from the worth of the other currency. The thing is, the currency is set up to devalue itself because it's not backed by anything. It's backed by itself. That's it. It's not that there's no gold standard anymore. There's no silver standard anymore. So the money is only backed by itself.
Yeah, okay.
$1 is not worth an amount of gold, it's worth $1. It used to be that the amount of money in circulation is representative of how much gold we had. It's not like that anymore. It's been gone for a very long time.
Well, yeah, I mean, they can't come up with that much gold, you know. Fucking trillions of dollars out there.
Well, so the point of the gold standard is it gives you something to measure your money against, and it prevents inflation. When the money is only worth itself, it inflates. As you print more of it, it inflates no matter what. And because it's not representing anything, you can print as much as you want. See, if you have a gold standard, you can only have as much money as you have gold. But if there's no standard, you can have as much money as you can print. And the more you print, the more it devalues it.
Yeah, bro.
That's what the Federal Reserve does.
No, I get it. Yeah,
And the reason they do that is to keep us all poor. Because they want hyperinflation. It's got to do with the globalists and those who really control the world. Excuse me. And, look, I don't claim to know everything about how the world works. But I know this. There is a plot in this world to enslave every man, woman, and child. And they will not stop. They will not rest until they have achieved their goals. These motherfuckers got agendas that extend the next 20 years, the next 40 years, the next 70 years. And we don't even know what the fuck we're having for lunch tomorrow. And that's, we gotta fight them. Plain and simple. The globalists, these are the people who want a one-world government. Those are the men who control our money. Do you really want these men controlling our money? Hell fucking no. They control the money, that means they control the law. He who controls the money controls the power. And controls those who are in power.
Money's power, yeah.
Money is power, and power corrupts. It's not the best system. It's actually a really fucking bad system. Because the globalists... excuse me, I don't want to say they're going to win, but there's a very good chance that they could win. They've been planning for the last fucking 200 years to win. So, I mean, they're doing something right. But people are rising up. Look about in France, the Yellow Vest movement. And that spread to Germany, too, now. It's spreading. That's the kind of shit they hate. Because that takes away their power.
Yeah.
The problem is, a lot of those people will probably just vote more globalists into office. That doesn't fucking solve the problem. And this is why I say that I believe that Trump most definitely colluded with Vladimir Putin. But it's not what you think. Yeah, he talked to him. Yeah, they held secret meetings. Yeah, they don't want to give up the info. You know why? Because they're fighting the globalists. That's what I think. But I mean, enough of the fucking bullshit speculation conspiracy theory. Because most of you motherfuckers don't want to listen to that. I'm just gonna fucking leave it at this. Do your research. Research the IMF. Research the World Bank. Research the Rothschild families. Research the Sassoon family. Research the Freemasons. Do your fucking research. The Illuminati is not what you think it is. And yes, it does fucking control everything. Or rather, they do. Because it's not an organization. It is a group of people. It is a group of groups. If that makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
What's about it? You be awfully quiet.
It's cold.
No, man, it's not that bad. It's crazy yesterday, man. That shit
Yesterday was
crazy.
fucking
Couldn't
crazy.
feel my
cold.
face, couldn't feel my hands.
I didn't go out yesterday for shit. It was too cold.
You
Just
see
going to
that
fucking
light?
let you cocksuckers in later. Just going to let you cocksuckers in. I froze my balls off. I swear to God,
You
I
can
think my
imagine how-
I went to go open the door for you, and I think my balls climbed up into my stomach. How's the dog behaving?
He's in Emily's room.
He's being a good boy?
Yeah.
Good.
I bought another XL.
Yeah, you said, which we
15
appreciate. Where'd you put it? You brought it down?
Jen's gonna bring it when he gets off work.
Oh, okay, so. What time does he get off?
9,
9? And then he's got a session from 10 to 12, no?
maybe.
Maybe? What happened? Well, whatever. That was his fucking problem. It's not my problem.
man.
We got this session going on. Hey, you learned how to fucking hit a bong. It's about fucking time. Shit. Why don't you two fucking share that mic for a minute? And both of you fucking hop on here.
Yeah, man, just
Let me
lower
bring
it
the
a bit
level.
while
Let me
I-
bring
while
the
I
level
move
up.
the stand.
I'm gonna cut it for a second while you move the stand. Angle the mic properly. Put it in between you guys and angle it straight in the gap. And both of you face at the mic when you're speaking. And if you do it like that, it should be fucking beautiful. Or you could conversely, you could aim it down too. Because I don't want to fucking have to set it up in the middle and blah, 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 blah. Plus, there's only a fucking 4-channel, which means I have to change the EQ on Julian or Richard's channel for another mic. Alright, talk, both of you.
How's this?
How's this?
Keep talking.
It's good. I'm talking. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testicles,
All right.
testicles.
Yeah, now I can kind of hear you. Move it a little closer because you still sound kind of distant.
Testicles.
Dylan, how many cocks have you
Alright,
sucked
that's
today?
good. I don't fucking suck cock,
few.
motherfucker. You guys gotta move that because I'm.
Just checking. Testing. 1,
Yeah. Alright, so we sound good. What's up, Jason?
It's cold out.
It's fucking brutal. It's fucking brutal out there.
Going to Guitar Center was fine. Coming back
Coming
was
back
cold.
was bad.
I gotta say, it felt like it didn't feel any colder than it was.
No, I didn't.
It was 22 degrees, you know. And
And it felt like
it was-
22 degrees.
It was like maybe it was just the drastic difference between yesterday and today, you know.
Yeah, yesterday was disgusting. Today didn't feel as bad, but I feel like that's because of yesterday.
Yeah, man. It's a big difference for sure.
30 degrees right now.
Oh, it's getting warmer than it.
There you go.
Tomorrow's gonna be nice. 40s. I'm gonna be happy.
You working tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm working tomorrow.
Emily's working tomorrow.
Yeah, I just got my schedule for tomorrow. For next
So it's
week.
just gonna be me and the puppy tomorrow.
Yeah, just like it is every
Oh,
fucking
boy.
day.
It's not hasn't been just me and the puppy yet.
Hasn't?
No, it hasn't.
Oh.
Everybody's been home with me throughout the day. Not everybody, but somebody's ma was home because remember she had her fucking teeth pulled.
Huh.
So she was home Thursday and Friday with me. Emily was home. Dad was home Monday.
Because he had a little too much to drink.
No, he had the day off. Martin Luther King Day have off.
Oh, the lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Working fucking 9 to 6 on Mondays.
9 to 6, so you get an hour overtime.
It's not even overtime. That's what I'm scheduled
No,
for.
it's overtime.
It's not overtime unless I'm making over 40 hours
No,
a
in
week.
New York State, if you work more than 8 hours a day, they have to pay you overtime.
Fucking
regardless of
Richard
how
lying
many-
to me.
Yeah, because they don't fucking know the laws and they let Pete do what he wants.
Oh,
And I keep fucking telling them, you have to fucking... But they think, Pete treats us alright, so it's okay if he does things that are illegal. No, the fuck it ain't. That's how bosses get to be where they can do whatever the fuck they want, and the workers has to suffer. You have to fucking keep your boss in check. And if he-
Actually, I should have been making double what I made anyway since it was a holiday. You'd
you're
get
right,
double
you're
pay.
supposed to
Time
get
and a
holiday
half,
pay.
huh?
But that depends on if you're in a union. You're not in a union. You guys don't have enough people to be a union. You would have to
I'm
form.
gonna become a scab.
You would have to form your own union. You guys could form your own union too. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You guys as warehouse members could decide we're too small to join the union, so we're gonna form our own union of warehouse workers because we don't like the way Pete's treating us.
We like the way he's treating us. We just don't like the other stuff.
What? Do you mean the fact that he's got you working crazy hours?
He doesn't have me working crazy hours. He's got everyone else working crazy hours. I'm the new guy.
But they're getting
FNG.
their overtime. They're getting double. They get time and a half, or they get double pay. They get time and
They
a
get
half,
nothing.
right?
They get normal.
No, they get overtime pay.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
I haven't gotten overtime pay yet.
Then you need to fucking call the. Listen, you need to sue this company because they discriminated you. Yes, they did. They told you you can't work in the office because you're not a female.
That's
they
not really what they said. They said they did hire the people that they're looking for.
Doesn't matter if they hired you, they can't not start you in the office because they want a female. That's discrimination. That's 100% illegal.
I wanted to
Secondly,
start in the office, the
secondly,
warehouse.
doesn't matter. Secondly, you can't let people get away with things they're not supposed to do just because you don't feel like holding
I
them
don't really
accountable.
give a shit?
You have to hold them accountable. Otherwise, they walk all over you. Now, are you missing overtime pay?
I actually don't know if I wasn't getting paid for it. I just don't think I was.
You bet. If you made more than 40 hours, you have to get overtime.
I've never worked more than 40
If you
hours.
work more than 8 hours in a day, you have to get overtime. And if you're working 9 to 6, 5 days a week, you're making more than 40 hours.
I'm not working 5 days a week. I usually only work 4. And Saturdays, I only work 9 to 3.
So if you're working, regardless, if you got 8 hours in the day, if you have a 9-hour shift or whatever, and you're not getting an hour. First of all, you guys are supposed to get an hour lunch by law.
I was told 30 minutes.
No, by law, you're supposed to get an hour. If you were there for 8 hours, you're supposed to get an hour lunch by law. That's the law in
I
New York
haven't
State.
been there really for 8 hours.
If you
like
work
that.
an 8-hour shift, you're supposed to get an hour break. If you work more than 7.5 hours in New York State, you have to get an hour break by law. He pays you for your lunch, though. That's why it's different. But technically, it doesn't matter. I get paid for my lunch. I get an hour.
They tell us on the website, not the website, the app we use to clock in and out, it says we get 30 minutes paid. I think the app would follow the law more.
No, because the app's not necessary. The app is only doing what Pete tells it to do.
It knows where we are.
It doesn't matter. It's
Like,
only registering the information that Pete gives it to. Gives to it.
I think that's a Mark that gives him that.
Whatever.
that-
It's giving you your schedule, not what your legal schedule is, what your actual schedule. You are supposed to 100% be getting an hour for lunch. That is the law in New York State. People love to let their fucking bosses walk all over them, and then what ends up happening is they fucking quit the job because they don't like the boss, when if they would have just stood up to themselves in the fucking first place, that wouldn't have happened.
It doesn't really affect me because I take Uber Eats every day.
It doesn't matter. It's an hour that you're not supposed to be working, that you're supposed to be able to rest, especially when you're doing labor.
It's 30 minutes at
Does-
because we do get 30 minutes, but there's the other 30 minutes.
You're supposed to get a full hour to rest, especially if you're doing labor work. If you're actually fucking working, you're supposed to get an hour to decompartmentalize, rest your muscles, rest your body, and have something to eat.
If it gets to the summer and it's like that, then I'll complain a little.
No, you have to complain now because otherwise they're gonna say I didn't see you complaining in the winter. Get back to work.
'Cause
Shut
I
the
wanna
fuck
be
up. Get back
warm.
to work.
Get to work, I'll be warm.
No, they're gonna say you didn't complain in the winter. Shut the fuck up. Get back to work. You're fired. Fuck you.
They can't fire me for that. That I could sue about. I could sue my old job for firing me the way they did.
Why?
Because they ghosted us completely. Every employee
Did you
they
get
had-
a law? Did you get a letter that said you were no longer employed?
No.
You should have filed that with employment. That's illegal. They have to give you a written. They have to give you written acknowledgement that you're being fired. Or
They
let
didn't
go.
give us any acknowledgement.
They have to give you a
Just
paper.
never
You know
texted
why?
us.
How long did you work there for?
That was a month after my year mark.
You would. So see, you should have been able to collect unemployment, which
Should've
you
been
couldn't
able to,
do
but I was
because
off the books.
which you couldn't do because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not his job to put you on the books. It's your job to report your income.
I didn't have to because I didn't make that much money.
You're still supposed to report it. What happens is you don't pay it. What happens
That's
is
not
they
what I
say
was told to do.
no.
So I just didn't do it.
What happens is they say, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the IRS doesn't give a shit as long as they get their money. So if they see you didn't file, they're going to investigate. And then they're
I
going to
filed
see,
for taxes. What are you talking about?
and then they're going to see, oh, he didn't make any money. Fuck him.
That's kind of what I said anyway.
You know, something
on
like
my
50,
fast for.
you know, something like 53% of Americans end up not paying taxes at the end of the year because of tax credits and shit like that.
53%.
Yeah, something like 53% get the entire thing back because of the earned income credit and the tiled tax break. Because of those two things.
I'd expect more like 20. 53 is kind of high.
Because of those two tax breaks, something like 53% of Americans don't end up paying taxes. And I just watched this like 2 nights ago from Knowing Better on YouTube, and he said it something like 53% of Americans, and that's insane. And you wonder why we're fucking broke.
You know, there's 2.3 million people living in Queens alone, and over 1 million of that 2.3 million is illegal immigrants.
Yeah, I know.
That's more.
That's more than half.
Yeah.
That's actually, if it's 2.1 and 1 million people, it's
2.3.
so you're looking at like
40 something.
You're looking at like 47 to 49% illegal immigrants. That means every building you're gonna go in, you're gonna bust illegals. But, you know, because it's a fucking sanctuary city,
I don't care if
protect
you're
the
illegal.
people. That's
As
like,
long as you're working.
no.
But
See,
that's still a lot.
you're protecting criminals. You're protecting people who broke the law. If I was speeding down the street, you wouldn't protect me. You'd fucking stop me and fine me.
Not if you're going like 5 miles over the speed limit. Everybody does that.
Depends. If you're an out-of-state plate, yes, they will. If you go into fucking, if you with New York State plates go to Rhode Island and try going 5 over, they're gonna fuck with you.
I do
Because
that
you're
shit
from
all the
out-of-state.
time. In Pennsylvania, we have New York plates. I'll do it in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and Dad got pulled over. I was with him.
I've
They
never
went to
gotten
fuck with
pulled
him.
over.
He was going maybe 5, maybe 10 over the speed limit.
10
but
is a different
he
story.
wasn't going no faster than anybody else, and they pulled him over.
I read this in a book, so I don't know if it's right. But they'll start pulling you over after you hit 7 miles over the speed limit.
They'll start pulling you over whenever they want.
Well, that too, but it's more common for 7.
They can easily just tell you, oh, we clocked you with this.
And clocked you going 26 miles per hour into a 25-foot zone.
They could easily say, oh, you're doing a 50 and a 30, and you can say, well, my thing says 30. Oh, your speedometer's fucked up. I clocked you at 50. Here's your ticket. Drive safe.
Well, if you're going 50, then
He's lying in that circumstance. In that scenario, he's pulling you over and making some shit up.
in that scenario.
And in that scenario, he probably doesn't give you a ticket for speeding. He probably ends up fucking getting a drug dog. What? I smell weed. I'm getting the drug dog.
They won't do that for
And the
weed.
drug dogs, yeah, they will. And the drug dogs almost give fake hits, false hits. Because that's the way they're trained. They're trained with positive reinforcement. When they find something, they get a treat. So,
They make shit up.
yeah,
I
so
know.
they make shit up to get, you know.
That's why I'm a little scared about the dog. We giving him such good reinforcement when he pees on the pad, because then he'll just pee.
Thinking that he's going to get a treat, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because eventually he'll figure out he doesn't get a treat when he doesn't pee on the pad.
He'll force himself to pee on the pad. It's still a little much.
Dogs pee a lot, okay? You don't
3 to
have
5 times a day, it said.
Nah, dogs piss a lot. That's bullshit.
Well, this guy's got these fucking size of my hand.
Dogs piss a lot. If you take a dog outside,
They'll pee. Yeah, I know.
they'll hold their piss so that they can piss on everything they see before they actually go and really piss. That's how they mark their territory, so they'll just go and squirt a little piss out. to mark
Sometimes it's
their
not even all
territory.
that. I know someone who has a dog, and the dog will keep trying to pee on everything he sees, even when he's out of piss completely.
Yeah, dogs are stupid sometimes. They're territorial, that's why.
If I did that shit, I'd get arrested. That's illegal.
Yeah, nobody wants to see your cock in the middle of the street.
You don't know that?
So, what are you doing here? Just taking a leak, officer. You dog boy? No.
No, my cock.
You know you can't be pissing out here on the streets, boy. I know. So what are you doing then, boy?
The dog could do it, I can do
I
it
just
too.
figured if the dog could do it, then I could do it too, right, officer? Boy, what in the same hell is... No, it don't work. You're gonna have to come downtown with me, boy. Oh, come on, officer. I wouldn't do nothing. You're gonna have to come downtown with me, boy.
I'm just trying to take a
And
piss.
it's gonna be that simple. You're gonna get busted. Actually, if you in New York, that's a fucking it's a summons, and it's one of the 2 summonses that you don't actually have to go to court for.
There are summonses that you don't have to go to the court for?
So if you get summoned for public urination or open container, you can choose to just pay the fine and mail it to the court.
Oh, then you gotta pay a fine.
Yeah, you have to pay the fine. You can choose to just pay the fine and mail it to the court. Any other summons, you have to go to summons part. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Trust me.
I wouldn't know. I've never got summoned to court.
Well, so good for you.
Got summoned elsewhere.
Where?
I can't.
MTA court?
No. Never gotten caught for jumping at the turnstile. That's pussy shit.
You have to know where to jump.
Yeah, you gotta look around
That's the
first.
key. You don't jump at Steinway. You go to 46th.
Well, that's still the Steinway
And-
station. No, you're talking. I know it.
You go to 46 where the Salvation Army is.
I know.
You wait till a train passes. You
And
jump.
then you jump because the guy can't see past the train.
And if you're going in the other direction, you take it to 74th and just switch directions. Go a little
you
early.
don't need to. Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. If you go in the other direction because you don't want to hop at Steinway, that's where everybody gets caught hopping.
Not necessarily. There's the 34th Street.
People get caught there too.
35th
Cops
Avenue.
wait there all the time.
I've never been caught on Stein.
Yeah, me neither.
That's light. They got some places that are more hot in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The city you shouldn't hop, period.
I don't usually hop. I usually have a lot of money on the Metro card.
No, I
My friend
usually,
got caught hopping right here on 46th.
He did?
Yeah.
that's where I always hop, 46th. I usually pay coming home.
I don't pay. I mean, I do pay. I don't hop.
Yeah, I hop to go to work, I pay to come home. Because you can't hop at Main Street. You can sometimes, once in a while, you'll get lucky or you'll be able to get through the door or something, but for the most part, you gotta pay at Main Street. It's one of those fucking stations.
I pay going to work, but I don't pay coming home. Because I walk home all the time.
Chris doesn't give you a ride?
I've known him for a week.
No, I mean, like, if Richard and Julian are coming over, Chris doesn't give you a ride?
No, he usually leaves before us.
Oh,
Or
word?
before I leave, if I stay there till 5.
He's got that Camaro, right?
Yeah, he's got a nice
That
fucking
shit's sick,
car.
right? I would like
It's
it.
all black.
It's a Camaro. What year is it?
Probably 2015, I'd say.
Do you know cars like that to say? No, so shut the fuck up.
It
Don't
looks like it was made in 2015. It looks like it's around that age.
Around that age, do you know what the 2015 Charger looks like?
Yeah, I do know what the 2015 Charger looks like.
Do you
I fucking love
specifically know the
Chargers.
difference between the 15 and the 06?
They look completely different. I've seen pictures.
Alright, you little sack of shit.
Chargers are so different because I look at pictures all the time.
Nah,
of
fuck with
those
Chargers.
Fucking.
What about the El Camino?
Uh,
I love the El
it's just
Camino.
like a pickup truck, but smaller.
It's El Camino is a fucking classic. They don't make the El Camino
No, they
anymore
don't.
though. And I said that
Old
before to Brandon.
Impalas,
How old are we talking? 6'4" Impala's the fucking shit.
6'4", 6'7".
6'4". We're cruising down the street in my 6'4".
And
Jocking them
69
bitches,
Chargers
slapping
or
the
73
hoes.
Chargers are the fucking best.
That's the General Lee, right? Dukes of Hazzard.
I think so.
I have that in Grand Theft Auto. I got
It's also the
63
curve
Char-
from Burn Notice. The 73
Michael's?
Charger. Yeah.
Michael Weston's car.
That's
Yeah.
the whole
That's the whole
the
reason,
whole
you
reason
got
I
into
know about the
Chargers.
car.
That's the whole reason you got into the Charger. Yeah,
Yeah.
his car was sick, man. The
The
classic
vented
Chargers are
hood.
beautiful.
Or not vented, but
Yeah, the classic Chargers are beautiful. What about the '67 Shelby GT Mustang?
fuck with those.
Used to be my favorite back in the day.
One of
Is
my
it your
absolute
favorite?
favorites.
Yeah, I like it with the stripes going down the middle.
Yeah.
Midnight blue with a white racing stripe.
That's classic.
That's a fucking classic Shelby GT right there.
There's another guitar. I
That's
forgot
the
what
fucking
fuck it
car
was
he
called.
drove. You ever seen not the movie, the TV show from the '80s, 21 Jump Street?
I've seen it. I haven't seen much of it.
So in that fucking show, Johnny Depp drove a blue fucking Mustang, the '67 Shelby
Mustang's
GT 500. It was a light blue, like a racing blue with a white racing stripe. It was a nice car, dog. That was a nice car. But I mean, you know me personally. Personally, I'm more of a fucking bike guy, but I could appreciate a nice fucking car too, especially American made. Anything American made, I could fucking find appreciation for.
What
German
about the,
cars, I like too.
for 1973 Chevy Camaro Z28?
That was Michael Weston's car in Burn Notice.
No, that was the
The General Lee.
No. Burn Notice was 73 Charger.
This is 77. Oh, Camaro. Oh, that's nice.
Right?
But to be honest, you know what that kind of looks like?
What?
That kind of looks like the Stingray, the Corvette Stingray.
It does. It does.
Which is actually a much nicer car.
Yeah.
These classic Corvette Stingrays are beautiful. I wish we could show that. I wish we could pull that up.
Don't worry, my next paycheck, I plan on getting a lot of good shit.
Like,
I'm probably gonna buy another mic because the one we have here for Richard that he uses
so
is
we're all supposed to get our own mics. That was the fucking.
that was the plan.
Right, Julian's gonna buy his mic. You also have to remember they're going to Texas.
I'm sick and tired of seeing Richard having that one shitty mic.
This nigga. So I spoke to Julian. What I want him to do is I want him to monitor it, but I want you to listen to him while he monitors it a couple of times, and then I want him to listen to you while you monitor it a couple of times until we're all confident that it's sounding good and that you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to keep you involved, but you did a bad job. You did a really
I did
bad
a
job
really
with the
shitty
last
job
one.
last time. It sounded completely fine in the headphones,
but when you heard
and then
it sounded really bad.
Couldn't even hear Julian on the
You
computer.
couldn't. It sounded like his mic was off. So we'll get everything set up right. So
I also plan on getting a camera.
yeah, we need to get a
I
camera.
want to get a good
So John
camera.
said he's
for
got.
myself too, not just for this.
No, I know. What kind of camera are you looking at? Like for pictures or for videos?
Videos. What pictures do I take other than with my phone?
I don't fucking know.
What, am I gonna take a selfie on a fucking
No, I
professional
mean-
camera?
You take a picture of a nice vista.
Mm.
I don't know. I like taking pictures.
Take
wouldn't
some
get- I
sex
wouldn't-
tapes with a good camera.
I wouldn't pay money to get a fucking nice camera though, like a DSL, like an SLR, digital SLR, whatever.
I'll probably pay $100 on a camera.
iPhone cameras are already pretty fucking good. So
Yeah, but it's formatted differently than a normal camera. You can't just you plug it into the computer and import it. It's a fuck. What was it?
it's not a
It's
a
not
JPEG,
the same kind
right?
of file.
It's not a JPEG.
No.
So you convert it to a JPEG.
Yeah, but I also like other cameras. It's a lot harder to take a video with this because you have to like set it against something to hold
No,
it
yeah,
up.
it's not great for video, but for photo quality, it's
Like,
very
if you're
good.
taking a fucking picture at a bar, it's different. Just take out your fucking phone. and
No,
put-
I mean an
put it on
iPhone.
Snapchat or some
iPhone is
shit.
a really good.
Yeah, iPhone
photo
has a good
camera.
camera.
If I wanted to take professional photos, I would use my phone because I can edit them too, and I've taken very good photos on my phone. You've seen my photos.
So I told Mom she wants to get a fucking professional picture for her birthday. I told her iPhone cameras are pretty damn
So
good.
iPhone cameras are very good. I can edit the photo pretty damn well. The thing is, you need somebody who knows professional photography for more than just that. Because they're gonna set the lighting in the room. They're gonna make sure
Yeah.
we're posed right. They're gonna make sure we're dressed right. Everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I dress the way I fucking like dressing. I like my black skinny jeans. Don't want people to tell me not to wear my skinny jeans. I'm already skinny. I need something to make me look a little less skinny.
What? Oh, I just fucking looked at my weight before I need to start eating a lot more. Like I'm gonna move up to 5 big meals a day because otherwise.
I'm heavier than you.
Yeah, you are also taller than me. You should be heavier than me.
I've got more muscle than you. I got a nickname at work already.
What?
Hercules.
You know what we call Joey?
What?
Joey's young Thor. Justin came up with that one, young Thor. So you got Hercules and young Thor. I like that. So that means you got to start hanging out with Joey more.
Ricky the UPS man that comes in the day.
Not Old Man Steve, right? The
No,
other UPS guy.
Old Man Steve's night.
No, Old Man Steve's not UPS. What am I saying? He's USPS.
Yeah, USPS. That's what I meant. He'll
Ricky.
come in the first day I was working
Just say
there.
Postal Service.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what USPS is. It's Postal Service. Just say Postal Service.
The Postal Service.
Post Office. People know what you mean when you say Post Office, man.
He backed in, had a bunch of inbounds. Everybody else was doing shit. The boxes were like 70 pounds. I was the only one. I brought all the boxes in. He went to Julian. He said, "This is cruel punishment, Julian. The boxes are the size of him."
Julian's a dick. See, he's not a good boss. Something tells me he's not.
No, he's good. He disciplines us.
No, a good boss works with his team.
He does sometimes. He usually does work
Alright.
with us.
A good boss works with his team whenever he can. A good boss also. Hold. See what somebody wants.
Yeah.
And what time is it? We've been going on. Oh, we've been going on damn near 40 minutes, so we're just about. All right, so you know what? Let's just
About 2 minutes left, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just finish it up then. I didn't even think we was gonna go this long. So that's yeah. We're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna get this up sometime. It's 20 now. It's 20 is what? He's got his shit on military time. Let me check my phone. It's 8 o'clock now. I'm gonna try to get it up by 9. I'm gonna do my little bit of editing, boost the levels, anything I gotta do like that, and it's a done deal after that. So that being said, Jason already left. He had some shit to take care of. He just ran out of here to go watch his show. Brandon, say goodnight.
Good night.
This has been real. This has been Talk Shit Tuesday. Have a good night. Stay blessed. Stay black. We love you.